Hi. Let's see. Am I live on YouTube and Facebook? Let's check this out. Hi guys, bear with me. I am trying a new streaming service for me out called StreamYard, where I can simultaneously stream through YouTube Live and Facebook, which is super cool. So I'm hoping that it's working properly. Let's see. If anyone is there, can you give me a hey, how's it going? 1 second, let me test this out. Hey love, will you jump on both my Facebook Mint and Porter page and my YouTube page and see if I'm streaming live? Cool? Okay, I am back. I am just testing out to make sure this is working properly. Okay, and then what about my Facebook page? Mint and Porter? Oh, I am live. Very cool. Okay, I am back. I am just testing out to make sure this is working. Okay, guys, I'm here. Both works on Facebook and YouTube. This is a very cool service. I upgraded to the premium of StreamYard. I will drop a link in the chat after I'm done with this. I heard about this through Think Media or video influencers on YouTube, and I think it's just really cool that you can stream to I think, I forget how many, but I know I did like the basic plan and I could do 2 streams like Facebook and YouTube. And then you can also stream to LinkedIn if you upgrade, I guess, again, which is very cool. So let's jump into the video. Okay. So hey, if you guys don't know me, my name is Angelina Pecoraro. I own Mint and Porter Design Co. And let me turn on this light here. Oh my gosh. See, troubles with going live. You got to learn all this stuff. I am Mint and Porter Design Co. And yeah, I am a freelance web designer. So let's jump into this a little bit. Remember to like and subscribe and comment on the YouTube video. That helps me a lot, supports me, and I'm happy to jump over to your page and check it out and reciprocate. So, okay, let's jump into this. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to edit a page in WordPress. And let's see. Let me share my screen after I sign in. So the first thing is that this is a very like basic video, or it's for WordPress basics. If you're just getting started, if you've already built a website, this is probably not the tutorial for you, but it's always a good thing to, you know, kind of review. And yeah, so let me sign into my my website. If you guys have any questions as I'm going, just drop a link in the chat and I'm happy to answer them. Where did I put that? Okay, so once again, I'm just signing into my WordPress website. It's going to be first step, and then I'm going to go over kind of what the dashboard looks like and you know, what everything means. And then we're going to jump into how to edit a page in WordPress. Okay, I am in. Let me share my screen. There. It's giving me a notice that screen sharing works best with 2 monitors. Thankfully, my setup is like 3 monitors. I have my laptop and 2 other monitors, so this is a good option. Okay, cool. And nope, not a good option. Bear with me, guys. These are like getting set up on StreamYard. It's a lot of first steps. Okay, hopefully that worked out okay. Let's see if this will work. Okay, very cool. You are now seeing my screen. All right. I am really digging this StreamYard once I kind of have it figured out a bit. Okay, let's see. Now I see why it says to work. It works well in 2 screens. Let's see if this will work out. That's super weird. Okay, got it. All right, I'm just switching to 2 screen setup. And okay, I have to get my displays right. So that is my main one. And so something really cool I just learned is that if you grab that little white bar at the top, that will make it your main computer. So thanks YouTube for that. That was very cool. All right, here we go. I have a main computer and a other screen. Sweet. Okay, all right. Yay, it's set up properly. Okay, here we go. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. All right, so what we're gonna do now is jump into the dashboard, and I'm gonna kind of explain what everything is really quickly, and then we'll get into how to edit a page in WordPress. So, okay. So we have the dashboard. When you first sign into your WordPress website, you'll have a dashboard that looks like this. You know, some of the widgets are going to be different, but generally, you know, it will look similar. Your updates when you need to update something. Posts. So the main difference between posts and pages are posts are for blog posts, and the pages are going to be your permanent pages, like your home page, your contact, your about. So that's what we're going to be editing today. Media is where you're going to be adding pictures, video, PDFs, what have you, any media. Projects, this is for this particular theme. This might be like portfolio items, that kind of thing. Comments will be your comments under your blog post. Contact, this is contact form 7, which is a pretty common plugin to be used with WordPress for adding a contact form. And this is actually something I'm going to be talking about during adding the page today, because I know often people will want to add a contact form, so I'll incorporate that into the tutorial. A mail poet, for me, this is my newsletter. It's kind of like MailChimp or, you know, Aweber, what have you. Compliance plugin for like GDPR compliance, which is a whole thing. I'll jump into that subject later, but it's just ensures that your website is compliant. Appearance, this is really kind of the fun part of WordPress dashboard. I'll talk a little bit about this concerning menus because I'd like to show you how to add a page to a menu and then how to delete it. But this is where you pick your theme and you know, widgets and what have you. I'll be doing more of these WordPress tutorials, and I'll kind of jump into what all of this is a little bit further. Okay, plugins. This is where you add new plugins. This can give you functionality to your website if it's lacking something. I'll explain in detail later, but it's a really great option. Like all these up here are plugins, like for protection of your website or analytics, that kind of thing. Users. This is where you'll assign a new user or delete a user for your website for your login. Tools kind of gets into the nitty gritty. This particular theme uses WP Bakery Builder, and it's one of my favorites. I really love it. It's just, you're going to have different builders depending on the theme that you choose. This one is, let's see, I forgot. Okay, if you need to know what theme you're using, go to Appearance and Themes. I'm using a theme called Avenue, or the Avenue, and it comes with WP Bakery Builder. And this is actually how I'm going to, how I'm going to be showing you how to build the blocks of your website today. But some come with Elementor or Divi. It just depends on the theme that you choose. And it should list it. Like if you buy it through ThemeForest, which is a popular site where you buy themes, then it should tell you what kind of builder it comes with, if any at all. Okay, settings, kind of getting into nitty gritty. SEO, this is the Yoast SEO plugin. Highly recommend it. It's free. It helps with SEO. Slider Revolution. So this is going to be your hero image. Let's see, like at the top. I'm going to jump into this a little bit because I want to show you guys how to add and change that. But I think, let me know if you're interested, and I'll do a whole tutorial on Slider Revolution. Okay, whenever it loads. Anyway, it's going to be this hero image that loads here in a minute. I'll jump back to it once it loads. Anyway, these all kind of get into nitty gritty, you know, analytics. It's different plugins, but that's generally what you're going to need to know. Post, media, pages, comments, contact, that kind of thing. So let's jump into the main tutorial. Let's see. Good. This is your hero image, and that's what you use with Slider Revolution. Okay. All right, so first step is that we need to add a page. So let's go back to the regular dashboard. You just do that by clicking dashboard. Or not. Okay. Man, it's being fussy today. Okay. When technology doesn't work for you. Okay, let's go over to pages. All right, guys, let me stop the share and sign back in again. I apologize about that. I don't know what's going on. I have this long, complicated password, so bear with me. Okay, and I'm in. Let me start the screen share again. How do I do this? There we go. All right, very cool. All right, and we're back. All right, so this is going to be your main dashboard once again, and we go over to pages, and then you're going to see your list of pages. And once again, the difference between pages and posts are pages are permanent. They're going to be your contact, about, home, and that kind of thing. And actually, you can tell like your main pages of your post page, and then your oh man, I'm not going to dig through all these, but it'll say like front page, and that'll be your home page. So like these kind of things. So let's add one of those. Okay, so pages, add new. Okay, so first thing I want to show you guys is how to set up a page and then add it to your menu. So let's just call this test. Like I mentioned before, I'm using WP Bakery, so I'm going to click on backend and then add element. And then this will actually give you all of the options to add elements, but we'll jump into that in a minute. So we have this test. You can see your slug, which is your / whatever it's called at the end of your page. That is your slug right there. You can change that if you'd like, but I'm going to leave it. It's good practice to leave it the name of the page. And then to publish this, all you have to do is come over here and hit publish. Okay, let's see if it is out there. So I'm going to open up this URL and see if it is published properly. Okay, that header comes with everything on my website. It's going to be different for you. But you can see this is blank here. So it is correct. It is published. So let's go ahead and add this page to the menu item. So you go to Appearance, Menus, and then you find it's probably going to be under your most recent, but if you can't find it, you can always like search. And then don't forget to be searching under Pages. They give you Pages option, Posts option, which is your blog post. You can do a custom link, say if you want to link to, I don't know, like Google or something, you can do it here. And I don't know anyone that uses categories. That's going to be categories for your blog post. I wouldn't use that for navigation, but again, go under Pages, hit Test, hit Add to Menu, and then, yeah, see, it's right there. You can take this block and move it around, say if you want this to be the first thing here. You can also make it a sub-item, which is going to be, it'll create a drop-down, but let's go ahead and add it to the first here. And then, okay, look, this is actually the mobile menu. Also check your menu because it might show up in the wrong area in the footer, or this is, I made a particular mobile menu for this website. So let's go to the main menu. Always good practice. Yes, leave. And go ahead and go to your pages. Again, it's most recent. Click Test. And thank you guys for being here. I know I have just a few viewers, but it means a lot to me, so thank you. Okay, so we have Test. I'm going to move that up to the front. I'm going to save menu. And if you have any questions while I'm going over this, just drop the comment in the chat. Okay, so we see that it's published. Main menu has been updated. I'm going to left click to visit the site and see if it's showing up okay. All right, and there it is. So we see it on our main website. All you have to do is click Test. And it exists, which is very cool. All right, I'm going to click back on my logo to go back to the home page. And let's jump into adding a text block. All right, so we're going to go back to Pages. And honestly, you know what, the easiest thing to do here, I usually just, instead of like searching, I have a lot of pages on my website because I have the demo content that I would like to update, and that's, I don't want to search through 10 pages of pages. So the easiest thing to do here is to go to the top to edit page. I'm going to left click that, open it in a new tab. Oops, let me actually do that for the test page only. First, go to your page that you want to edit. There's two ways of getting there, either through the Pages tab or just edit this page. I think this is the easiest. Edit page, left click. You can see that we're under a test. And let's go ahead and get into the content blocks. Okay, all right, so like I mentioned before, I'm using WP Bakery, and I'm gonna be adding content blocks. This makes it super simple, and I absolutely love it. So the first thing you do to add a text block is just go to the plus sign. Let me go show you that again. You just go to the plus sign. This is how you're gonna add any content. And then the first thing up here is text block, and it's super simple. And you see that it already gives you some kind of dummy text, which is nice. Hit Save Changes. Just for the sake of the tutorial, let's see if it shows up. Hit Update every time you want to save a page. I would really get into the habit of hitting Update. It's kind of like your Command or Control S for saving as a keyboard shortcut. Just in case your internet goes out or something happens, just save often. Refresh, and you can see, voila, we have a content block. So it's as simple as that. Now, if you want to add your own text, I know I did that pretty quickly. Let me go back. If you want to add your own text, you hover over text block, you see this little pencil, you hit it, and that's going to be your edit settings. And then I'm just going to highlight that and say like, I am a text block. That's all. And then hit save changes, hit publish. So don't forget, it's kind of a two-step process. Each content block, you have to hit save changes, and then you have to hit update for updating the whole page. And then come over here, hit refresh. There you go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a web developer's life. This is what I do all day, every day, but I really, really enjoy it. So, okay, so that we have a text block. Let's move into how to add a header. So like a really nice header, this builder gives you good options, and this is pretty standard across all themes. This is all going to change per theme. Like for instance, I have Avenue, which is the name of my theme, and it gives me these particular content blocks, but generally the standard ones are row, text block, that contact form 7, Google Maps. Like you'll be able to add most of these. Okay, so go to custom heading, which is right here. And you can either change it from custom text or post or page title. That will actually just tell you the name of the page, which is test, but I like to leave it as custom text. So you can actually change it right here and say, I don't know, like how about welcome to this page. Right? If you want to add a link, I would probably not add a link to your title. It's just not best practice. Then you can change it to the size based on the element tag. So these element tags are H1 through H6. It's heading 1 through heading 6. Heading 1 is the largest. Heading 6 is the smallest of your heading titles. P is for paragraph, and div is if you want to do something special to your text, which is going to jump into a little more CSS or cascading style sheets. I would caution against that. I would either choose until you get a little more advanced with web design, I would choose a header and then or paragraph. But since we're making a header, let's go ahead and do H1, which is the largest. You can click the alignment. I think left align is good practice. It always looks good. You can also specify your font size. I'm going to go ahead and leave it default to H1. But if you want to, you can say like 48 pix. That's just 48 pixels, but I'm going to get rid of that. Your line height is going to be how, if you have multiple lines, how often, not how often, how much of a gap there is between the line height. So like 1M is kind of a normal kind of height. But anyway, these really get into the nitty-gritty. I think the biggest thing you need to know is this is where you change the text, and then H1 for your largest title. And you can change the color. One thing I do recommend is use a default font family. So that's going to keep it the same as the rest of your website, and hit save changes. Now you can see that this content block has added this right under here. Go ahead and just drag it up, and it's going to come right above the text block. So I just use this little, I don't know what it's called, these 4 arrows here to drag it, and then go over here, hit update. And then refresh. Okay, welcome to this page. So there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a picture. Okay, so this is where we're going to get into rows a little bit. So first, add the plus, add a row, and I'm going to drag that row up here. And this is kind of the great thing. This helps with your layout. So if you go here, these little lines, you can see the row types. So let's do half and half. Let's do that. Okay, and then that's going to divide your content into 2 separate rows. And it's as easy as drag and drop. So say I want my custom heading here. Oh, go ahead and drag. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. It's because it's a different row. We have to actually drag the content. Let's drag this content here. And then let's drag the text box here. Let's go ahead and get rid of these rows. We don't need them anymore. So let's go ahead and update that, and I'll show you what it looks like here. Okay. You can see because it's an H1, it really like it doesn't quite adhere to the content block. So let's go ahead and change that to like maybe an H3. Let's scroll down. Element tag, save changes, update, refresh. Okay, a lot better. Perfect. And you can see it's on the left-hand side. It's divided in half. So let's go ahead and put a picture next to it. Just go into the content block. So you can either hit plus here or plus here. But if you hit it in the row, it's going to actually nest in that row, which is nice. So single image. All right. Pick an image. Let's pick the clock. Why not? Set image. Okay, so then your sizes. Thumbnail is going to make it really small, but it tells you like different options. You can either do it like 200 by 200 pixels and kind of experiment with sizes, but I think the easiest thing to do is just hit full, and then that's going to expand your content block. I'm going to center it and save changes and update. And hit refresh. And we should have a picture right there. Voila! So it's as easy as that. There you go. You got a picture. Okay, so let's add a contact form. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into another row. Plus sign, add row. So for contact form 7, the easiest thing to do is to add a text block. So add this text block. Just leave it as the dummy text right now. Hit save changes, hit update. And then we're going to go ahead and copy some code over from the contact form, or kind of like the short code. So contact form, I'm going to go ahead and left click and open this up and do a new tab so I can leave these other ones open. And I have a main contact form and I have a footer form already created. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see a whole tutorial on contact form 7. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the short code and just add the form that's already there. Okay, so you can see that I've copied that short code. I'm going to come back to edit. I'm going to edit the text block. And then you actually just highlight that. I'm going to paste that short code, hit save changes, and then update it. Let's see how that looks. And then we can kind of tweak it. Okay, let's see. All right, look at that. It's like magic. So this obviously was only like on one side, and you can always like make changes, but I believe it's, let's go to my contact form. I believe I already had it styled that way for it to be kind of narrow and long. I do, see. So it did turn out okay, or the way that it was supposed to be styled. So anyway, but it's just as simple as that to add a contact form. Cool. We have that, and let's see. We've gone over how to add a text block, a header, a picture, contact form, and I want to talk about one last thing is revolution slider, and that will be your hero image. Not this one. That one is just your default kind of header, and that's in your settings. But add something like this. So let's go over to, you'll need the plugin called Slider Revolution or something equivalent. So I'm going to left click, open in new tab. Okay, you can see that I have this one here. And let me know if you want a whole tutorial on Slider Revolution, because it is very cool. You could do some very cool things with it. But this is basically what it looks like. Instead of getting all into this, I just wanted to show you where you access this. Let's go over here, and then I want to show you how to add it to a page. Okay, so you go down to the bottom, and everything is going to be different depending on the theme that you use, but it will be somewhere in your options on the bottom of the page. So let's see, I think it's under header. You know what? Let's see. It will be somewhere in here that says like add Slider Revolution. This theme has a lot of options. I would have guessed it was in header or title wrapper. Oh, let's see. Changing this template, if that actually does it. See, so sometimes you're just gonna have to, oh, I was blocked by my plugins for security, so I guess it's good that it's working, but not good in this case. Let's see. All right, guys, I think for the sake of this tutorial, because I don't want you to have me drag this on forever, I'm just going to go ahead and skip this, and then I'll do a whole tutorial on how to add Slider Revolution to your page and how to edit it, because you could do some very cool stuff with it. So, okay, so let's go ahead and nix out of that. I'm going to hit update. I haven't really made much any changes. Hit, let's see what our page is looking like. Oh, that's home page. Either way, I refreshed the whole website, and it should refresh any content that's on the test page. And there we go. So we've learned header, text block, picture, contact form, and I will jump into a Slider Revolution tutorial on its own at a later date. But let's go ahead and you can go to pages, and I can show you how to delete this. Okay, so you can also just go to pages and then type in what you're looking for. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It should though. Okay, but we have it right here. Just click test, click trash, and it's as simple as that. And then we need to remove it from the menu. So go to appearance, menus. You can see that it was moved there. And then you see that, hey, this is, it's giving you an alert that this page is not there anymore. So go over here, like to the drop down, hit remove, hit save menu. We'll do a refresh and see if that worked okay. All right, no longer there. Voila. Okay, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let's see, let me stop sharing my screen. Bear with me, guys, logistics. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. It was a ton of fun. Thanks for bearing with me as I am using StreamYard for the first time. I will drop a link in the chat. It's super cool to use. And yeah, please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. It really does support me so I can continue making this great content for free. I really appreciate you all. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I really appreciate your time today. Have a great day.